Who's Purple Heart?
That was Dad's Purple Heart. Dad lost his leg in the war. Literally closed up in the attic for over 70 years.
Holy smokes.
You know, all this stuff was wrapped in newspaper that was dated 1952, December of 52.
Jeff got his first fan mail. He's blushing over here. Open it up. Let's see what it says. Open it. That's what you're supposed to do, I think. Wasn't what you're supposed to do with mail?
I think so.
You got mail.
I never got. Maybe it's friend mail.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there's a letter. There's a letter.
I hope it's not a love letter. Should have Shane read it. He's not gonna read it. Uh-oh. Gotta read it out loud. You can't.
All right.
Let's hear this crap.
It says, just Jeff. I would love to see a video of your funny moments. Keep working hard. Take time to enjoy yourself. Tell Rob hello. #1 fan. Kim. Send me an autographed picture of you and Rob. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Kim. That's awesome, man. I'm blushing a little bit.
Our caricatures.
I got one being made.
I heard.
Of you.
I heard.
Not R.
You already have one.
So I'm going to put this with the rest of my...
See all those boxes up there? These are all full of Jeff's friend mail.
Yeah, right.
Well, they're not yet. They're all empty. But we're going to fill them all with Jeff's friend mail. So please send some more friend mail.
Hey everybody, as you've seen, Jeff got some friend mail. So make sure, if you guys can, send Jeff or myself a letter. Appreciate it. And in this video, Jeff and I go to a house. The gentleman, his mom was 95 years old. His father's stuff there. His aunt's stuff's there. You guys get to see all kind of stuff. There was stuff locked in the attic for 70 years. So all kind of good vintage goodness, as we like to say. And man, you just never know we're going to see anything else. He wanted to sell it all. And then we ended up going to his house, and there was jewelry and coins at his house and everything else. So guys, at the end, I'll let you guys know. Look and see what you guys think of everything. I'll tell you what we offered and what happened.
How are you?
Bruce, how you doing today?
Good, how are you? You're Robert.
Yeah, Robert. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Nice meeting you.
I'm going to take my shoes off because they're a little dirty.
I mean, we're going to be getting, it doesn't matter, we're going to be getting, Mom, we never wore shoes in this house.
Okay.
But, you know, people are going to be trudging in and out, and,
Yeah.
and this carpet's going to be replaced,
Okay.
so don't worry
Okay.
about it.
So you want to kind of work how we did yesterday, or do you want just kind of, you want me to walk them through?
Yeah, well, we can
I think
both walk
so.
through, and you can describe things more attuned to what you guys are looking for.
Okay.
So I did mark a few items in the house with these blue stickers. Those are the things that Andy is committed to somebody else. So it's this furniture.
And she's definitely committed.
Well,
or
she...
They're interested.
They're interested.
Okay.
She emailed him, the guy is in Kansas, haven't heard from him. So, you know, again, if
Okay.
it's something you'd be interested in and he declines it,
Right.
then I'll let you know.
So you're talking about this piece of furniture?
The piece of furniture, yeah. So there are 4 pieces right now. So it's that furniture, it's this room divider, there's a table lamp in the back bedroom, and then amazingly there are 2 boxes of old children's clothes from when we were like toddlers that got out of the, and he's interested in that, so.
You said what box?
Oh, the boxes are upstairs, but it's this corner
the lamp,
table.
Oh, they have a lamp right there?
Mid-century modern.
Okay, I see the blue thing.
Yeah,
The base lights up probably.
yep, it does.
That's
That dog actually got from the appraisal, got a good appraisal on it.
Uh-huh.
Which again, it's a resin dog. But mom loved. We never had pets in the house other than parakeets and turtles.
Okay.
But Mom, especially later in life, she just started loving dogs. So she loved that.
That's a cool statue, yeah.
Yeah.
My sister has a Saint Bernard.
Does she?
Yeah, it's like 180 pounds or something now. It's just like this.
Mm.
It's so huge. Dog. It just eats so much food too. I'm like, man.
You want to hear my parakeet story?
Sure.
So early in our marriage, we lived in the country. We had a dog. We got a parakeet. The dog got fleas. We decided to bomb the house with flea bomb.
Mhm.
We got the dog out. we went to the Indians game while the house was being bombed. We came back and we forgot to take the parakeet out of the house. And the house, the parakeet went bald.
Oh my
and
God.
he lived for like another 4 years.
Oh, really?
Do you ever see a bird's ear hole?
Aw.
We gotta call him Kojak. I mean, it was an accident, but it happened. So.
It lived though.
Yeah. Well, that's a funny parakeet story. I got one that can bring a tear to your eye.
Oh, a sad one.
Yeah, so we had several parakeets over the years, and Mom just loved that bird, and Dad just didn't pay any attention.
Right.
And Mom would go up to the cage, and the bird would scuttle on down and sit there, and Mom would talk to it, and parakeets talk.
Yeah.
They're just very throaty. They're not.
Right.
And it would just mimic Mom and talk to Mom, and so Mom was working in those days at May Company, and she would work evenings. So she went off one evening and went to work, and Dad was left with the bird. But again, Dad didn't pay the bird much mind, and Dad's sitting in the living room, and he does what Dad did in the evening. He would read the newspaper and watch TV. And the bird's cage was right there on the other side of the partition.
Okay.
So Mom comes home from work, and she walks in, and the first thing she does, she goes up to say hi to the bird, BJ, and the bird is lying there on the bottom of the cage.
Oh no.
And Mom was just devastated. Dad didn't even know. Okay, but when Mom comes up, the bird had a little trickle of blood coming down its beak, and with its last breath, that bird saw Mom come up to the cage, and he crawled up from the bottom of the cage onto a lower perch, and scuttled down to Mom for one last moment, and then died.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Yeah.
Bird loves your mom.
Yes, well, it was.
Mom
was home with it all day long, and my brother and I were long out of the house at that point. And Mom would just stand there and talk to the bird, and they would keep her company. He would keep her company, and
Man.
yeah, birds are very social animals.
yeah.
So again, everything you're looking at is, we're not holding back on anything.
Dixie.
This is Dixie.
Yeah.
Dixie furniture.
Yep. So there's that. There's a nightstand in the bureau.
Your two of that.
Yeah, everything is filled in there. Some of this, and I've got it all grouped together. There's a group right here that still has the original tags on it. Mom never wore them. There's a group here. This is stuff that she had in the nursing home. And the only reason I segregated it is because in the nursing home they put labels in them.
Oh, okay.
With her
name and everything.
With the room number. So again, that might limit. So I just wanted to segregate that stuff, and then some really nice clothing. It's clothing that we had bought her over the years as gifts, stuff that she had bought herself. But some of it is Alfred Dunn, which is a well-known ladies brand, department store quality.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Blouses, sweaters.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the couch is old, but you know what? Nope. Probably it was never used. Nobody ever sat on it. As kids, we never sat on the.
I was gonna say it looks pretty clean.
Yeah.
Usually you see oil stains or something.
Yeah,
People
no,
just.
it's in great shape. Again, it's old and it's not going to get it.
Didn't you say yesterday you had 43 Toby mugs?
There were 43 Toby mugs, and again, I want to caution that my brother had expressed an interest just for memories to take a couple of them. I called him yesterday and I said, okay, people are coming over now, so you got to get to the house and take what you want. And
Pick
they
some
want
mugs.
some of the costume jewelry, but I said, let me know what you're going to take. So he's coming tonight, actually.
Oh, nice.
You want there's a couple of things. Last night, this was so bright. This room is so bright.
Oh, the sun coming through.
No,
it's
the lights. Oh my gosh, I didn't see all the lights in there.
white and the
That's why
light.
she likes, the white kitchen, which is still common now, very popular.
Where was it? Over here. Was there Pirates over
Yeah,
here?
in the right, yeah.
Cornyware.
Haven't been upstairs in probably over 20 years. Her mobility is not good.
Oh,
She
these
was
are
95 when she passed.
what a great attic though.
Yeah. Oh, my brother actually slept in the attic up here.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Dorm or room, whatever we call
Right.
room. Wow, that's beautiful.
So
All
there's
finished.
a yep.
Great condition, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice space. Totes full of purses. Some of which again have tags on them. She never used them. Those are just
This
some,
kind of bags.
yeah, those bags.
Halloween trick or treat bags.
Yeah. More bags. Mom didn't have expensive taste, but she knew what she liked when she would go around, and she couldn't care if it was a Mark's, the dollar store, or if she went to Nordstrom and they happened to have a good sale, she would pick up what she liked. Case in point, I don't know what she paid for this.
$6.
Yeah. We did this for her 90th birthday. This was Mom.
It's a coin.
This the cabinet itself
It's pretty cool.
is pretty impressive.
Some kind of chain bracelet or something. British. 1 shilling. British coin bracelet. It's an old pen for sure. It's like World War II.
Mm-hmm. My grandfather, my father's father, was a veteran of World War One,
Oh wow.
and Dad was a veteran of World War Two.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's empty.
There's some chains here that I got hanging because it took me hours to untangle them, and I didn't want them to get tangled again.
Yeah, it's the worst, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I said.
Yeah, this is a charming little locket. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it's
there are
all
no
enamel.
pictures in there. Yeah.
This is a cool cabinet.
Well, that's what I'm thinking of. So this was our baby furniture,
That's beautiful.
and it came from, of all places, Berg's, and I don't know if you're familiar with it. So Berg's is still around. Berg's, is, they used to be in Cleveland.
Yeah. 48.
Is that 48?
48.
Yeah. 48.
How do you count so fast? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 48.
These belong to my aunt.
So you got jewelry from all over.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's a combination of stuff that came from when my aunt passed away. She left all of her personal property to Mom, who did absolutely nothing with it. And
So for a pocket watch fob.
is that what that is?
Yeah, usually you hang your pocket watch with
Okay.
a pocket watch chain, usually like that. They have that kind of stuff.
So I plugged it in. The turntable doesn't seem to work. But if I can get it going again, I'm in the market for a turntable. My parents had a lot of old records, and the music I listened to often in the 40s.
Yeah.
So I figure I could probably get it to work.
Who's
now
Purple
if
Heart?
I knew it. That was Dad's Purple Heart. Dad lost his leg in the war.
Man.
He actually had to request his medals. They didn't give them to him.
Yeah, it's
is
weird.
is that the way it is now? Or
Yeah, I heard about that before.
so
that you
this
had
is
to
a letter where
request-
they say, yeah, we got your request for your medal, so here they are. So, but it just seems to me you wouldn't have that to.
Down to the basement, Jeff?
Yeah.
That's a nice house, though, man.
So this house was so well taken care of. It was a while era, but again, it's good construction. So everything from this point on down came from the attic and was, literally closed up in the attic for over 70 years.
Holy smokes.
All this stuff was wrapped in newspaper that was dated 1952, December of 52, which is the year they moved into this house. So basically, they packed up what they had where they were living, and this was stuff they didn't need, and it never saw the light of day for 70 years.
Let me see if I can stump him.
There you go.
Don't tell him. Mr. Know-It-All, Auctioneer Extraordinaire. What is this?
That one?
No, that's what I thought. Now Bruce says that.
Okay,
You
so
wanna tell
I like old movies. Earlier this year, I was watching an old Joan Crawford movie, and she had something very similar to that she was using to serve hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, what do they have to say? Well, maybe.
It'll probably keep the food warm and
And he's a chef.
Yeah, but he
Oh,
would
yeah?
never use this. Would be like a, you know.
yeah, I tried cleaning it off a little bit just to see the design, but.
That's 50 some years ago, though, right? More than
That's older.
Oh, I told her, yeah, well, like I say, this was locked in the attic for
So that's
70
the
years.
50. Oh wow.
So 1950s or earlier.
Yeah, so, and a lot of the stuff still has original labels, so my presumption is they might have actually gotten these as anniversary gifts and never used them.
That's way
What
back,
about-
yeah.
And they were married in 1947.
Yeah, just having the stickers on them made it easy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee maker is interesting. Have you ever seen one like that?
Yeah, we've had a couple. It's like a vacuum one.
Yes, exactly. And I was amazed to find all these YouTube videos with this showing how to make the coffee with it.
Yeah. Well, there's people out there that'll swear by, you know, different types of ways to make coffee.
Well, you know, you go on the internet, and again, I'm technically competent, but I eschew technology. But sometimes the internet is good for stuff like this. But anyway, you go on, and they still make these systems. It's just Corey doesn't, but Corey was a preeminent coffee brew maker in the 40s and the 50s, 40s and 50s. And these pictures, I just,
What do you think of those things? I mean,
I just think,
I'm guessing it was some type of
I
little
believe
kid or
these,
something.
when I first found them in the attic, I just had this real quick remembrance that they were in my baby room. I don't know where these fit in. It's like, I don't know why my parents would have had that.
Yeah, because you probably could remember seeing these on the wall.
Yeah. Charming. And these were up there, and I just find these so charming. There's no attribution on any of this. Color nursery rhyme. I
That's
just,
crazy.
they're so whimsical. And then I got
You get someone in the family maybe was an artist?
not again. I don't know. I have no attributions, and then the last of them are actually matted.
Yeah, those are pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Three little bears.
Yeah, and again, being in the attic for 70 years,
Yeah, the paper-
you would think that the paper would yellow or something.
Yeah, just
but-
this part. That was the one on top probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because these are pretty great shape.
Yeah.
Like you said, for being in the attic 70 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So these dishes here, we have a second set over there. So these belong to my
Harvest meat or
parents that were in
something.
the attic, and the others belong to my aunt.
Autumn harvest. Had those before. Old leather suitcase over there, huh?
Yep.
Ammo box.
An ammo box, yeah. There's some military stuff in there. Those binoculars belong to my uncle who was from Hungary.
Old Yale locket. Oh, these are some yard-long photos.
Yep. Unfortunately, they're not labeled anywhere, so I don't know what it is we're looking at. Generally, they would have like a sign or something.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah, there's a sign right in front.
Yeah,
It says whatever division or...
right. I imagine my dad is in there somewhere, but I haven't perused these. Picture close enough. Another scroll. Those are spoils of war. Those are Nazi
Armband?
armbands from Dad's service in World War II. And again, these things were actually in the basement, in the locker in the basement all these years.
Smell something.
Yeah, musty. Again, this was just a box that had been in the basement. Dad played drums at some point, so those are drumsticks.
Wow. 1954 All-Star game. 48 World Series rain check. Game 4, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a rain check?
No, it has a rain check on there, Justin.
that
isn't. It's a different one. Yeah, I got one that just has the chief here, though.
Oh, okay.
The old chief.
And then there's some scriptures. baseball trivia.
You know, I got an idea, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
You could keep the house up and run tours.
Well, you know, I was thinking that like an Airbnb or something.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, this is glassware. So tumblers and highball glasses, I guess maybe. That my parents must have ordered. I don't know why they have them, but this is sent to them.
Brand new.
Yeah. So I would imagine they wouldn't have ordered them just to sit in the box. Somehow somebody must have sent it to them.
Interesting.
From the Burnside Steel Foundry Company. I have no clue why they would have had that. Corning glass that, again, never used. It looks like it comes on a warming tray or
Oh
something.
yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, that's a warmer.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in the box. Never
Yeah,
seen
most
it
time
in
you
the
don't see the box too often for sure.
Yeah. These were cornices that back in the 40s, 50s, it was very common to put those over the window above the curtains.
Right.
And obviously this had to be from our baby room.
I was gonna say, had to be in the
Yeah.
themed room.
Yeah. So
Which was Bruce's room.
perfect condition.
Yeah, it's amazing the condition, especially thinking all the light that would hit them. You know.
Right.
Oh, there's wood on the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So this is stuff that belonged to my aunt that Mom inherited, and again, it was sitting in my basement for 12 years, and I brought it all over. So these three, actually, I should mark these with labels. Andrea's actually going to take these.
Charlie. Marks.
I thought this was a coffee thermos
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah, it's an old
Big
thermos.
cup.
Yeah, that's good coffee thermos. Make sure it's not too hot though if you're drinking out of it.
Yeah. These have a lot of value to them. These belong to my father's mother, and at some point she gave them to my mother's sister because they got along very well. They're Limoges. When my aunt passed away and we had the appraisal done, they got a high appraisal then, and they got a high appraisal just now. Glasses on Dorothy Thorpe. Never used. That was in a box. Actually, it came in this Sally. It was in a Sally's box, and I'm guessing that maybe somebody gave it to them as a present, and it just sat there for again, I don't know how many years. When they first had the rec room done, the walls were actually pink also.
So Mom called the shots on that one.
I believe so. Yeah.
Flower.
So there was a set of 18 that belonged to my aunt, and below is a set of, what's it, 12 or that belonged to my mom and dad. That's silver plate. It's not.
Yeah, this is Gorham silver plate.
Yeah. If you want to look at the lower one.
Rogers. Silver plate, 1847 silver plate. Yep.
Those TV trays have gotten a lot of attention from people who come by, and I keep hearing like mid-century.
Yeah, mid-century modern.
But those got a really high appraisal, and it's like, seriously, I would have, I would have just put them out on the tree lawn or something. I don't want to put stuff in the landfill. I was telling Jeff, it's like my parents did not clutter this house. So Mom passed away in March, and I went through all their paperwork and got rid of a lot of paperwork. It was all boxed up, but Dad never threw out any paperwork. So we had tax returns going back to the early 50s, right? So that stuff I took to the shredding event that the city had and got rid of all that. But beyond that, I haven't even had a trash can full of stuff on the tree lawn from this house. It's all what you're looking at. It wasn't junk.
It's not garbage, yeah.
Back in the mid-60s, my aunt and my mother got matching. These are embroidered. They're real mink collars. They're detachable. So
Wow.
this one's brown. This one's got the black fur. But
That's pretty cool. They got a mansion like that.
yeah, and I don't think either one of them ever wore them once.
We should get
I
matching
think
sweatshirts.
maybe Mom wore them a couple times.
Hooded sweatshirts. Oh,
Yeah.
Coin price guy, 1960.
Yeah, Mom ordered that for Dad. So these are the currencies, actually, and this one. That's a nice commemorative coin. But the jeweler pointed out to me something I had never noticed. So it's the Lusitania. It's a commemorative for the Lusitania. And if you look, they're all lined up to buy tickets. And look who's selling them the tickets. It's skeleton. I just find that fascinating.
That's cool.
That's another commemorative issue of the Normandy.
Normandy. The old watermark on
Mm-hmm. This looks like a Belgian thing. German. This looks like Belgium also. Again, I'll assume Dad got these during the war. But the old stuff, and these two, I'm sure belonged to his father. And one of them just totally falling apart.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So, 25 cents.
Yeah, the paper currency.
25 cents. This one's the one that's falling apart.
Yeah, I see it's all pieces.
Fractional currencies.
Yeah, put that like in a piece of plastic or something.
Yeah. This is the one that I thought would be really amazing. So it's the Bank of Tacoma, which I think is a bank in Burt County, probably Nebraska, because my father's father apparently lived in North Dakota. I found references to him in Colorado, probably Nebraska, before he came over to Ohio, where he changed his name because Mills was not our original family name. But I thought that would be worth a lot of money. And
No.
it's what he. So the guys at the first place I went to looked it up on the internet and saw I think $12 for it. He actually has it valued at $3. So. Just doesn't seem right for something that's that old.
Yeah, it's like, oh man.
How many of them are still around?
You're right, exactly. But apparently there must be a lot because the one guy looked it up and they were for sale on the internet.
They're still around. So this is what he appraised them for?
Yeah. So, the total appraisal of everything was $750, which didn't seem outlandish.
Not for how much time.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't put in.
And then these values on here, this is what he's appraising them for?
Yeah, those are all his appraised values.
And then he was going to offer you what?
He didn't come up with an offer rate. He just said, when you're ready, he says, I'm willing to buy the jewelry from you and the coins. And I said, well, I'm not ready yet to take that step. But I said, I'll be in touch.
Oh, this is a coin thing too.
Yeah, that's just a copy.
All right, he had appraisal for all the jewelry and all the coins. I want to say it was like, what, $6,000 or something for the coins or something? Jewelry?
I don't remember.
I don't remember off the top of my head. It was a decent amount of money, but that was appraised value. That's like top of the top. The guy, he said, I'll go back to the guy selling the stuff to him. Well, we made an offer on all the stuff in the house. There was some cool stuff in the house, don't get me wrong, but you got to remember, we have to take the good, the bad. There's stuff in there that's not sellable. And there's a lot of stuff in there, it might sell for this much, but it also might only sell for this much. That's the thing about the auction game. So we always have to look at it as going to sell on the low end. And our services are not, it's going to clean out that whole house. Everyone's like, it's going to take some time. Stairs, attic, basement, garage, there's a lot to take care of. And I think we offer, $4,000 some dollars.
Thought you were over $5,000.
$5,000? Yeah, $5,000, over $5,000. Coins, jewelry, contents of the house. And you figured, okay, is everything worth $10,000? Probably not. Plus, it doesn't include the time and everything else. So we're not going to double the money and everything else. He decided not to take the deal. But you never know. He might call a month from now, 2 months from now, might still take the deal. He might still be sitting on this stuff. Who knows? But I appreciate you all watching. Don't forget, check out our other videos. Don't forget, send Just Jeff a comment. And anything you want to say, Just Jeff?
Have a great day and tell your mother you love her.
That's right. Have a great day.